All right, guys, got Springfield here. Welcome to the podium. Introduce head coach Charlie Brock is in the middle here, and I've got Andy closest to me, Andy McNulty, and on the far side, Jake Ross. So, Coach Brock, congratulations on a great season. I mean, 22-8 is in a national semifinal appearance is nothing to sneeze at. Get some a recap of the season, I guess, a look back on that, and then maybe some thoughts on tonight and your team's performance and the experience of the national semifinal game.
Recap of the season, I've had 38 teams, and I've never been prouder to be a part of any team as much as I've been proud of this one. We did a lot of really great things, and I think with the seniors, Andy and Brandon Eccles and Ben Diamond, set a very high standard for the program. And now it's, I might take a little time off, and then we'll get back to living up to that standard. Tonight's game was a great game. Anytime you get into an overtime game, it's highly competitive. Leave it at that. I think we could have done some things better, and hats off to them. They were outstanding. They shot the ball well. They out-rebounded. They got us on the offensive glass a bit more than can be survived, and I think that was one of the things that the game came down to.
All right, with that, we'll open it up for questions.
Coach, the end of regulation, last couple of possessions, you guys were running the shot clock a little bit, maybe not getting the shots that you wanted or the plays that were the best shots. Just thoughts about those last 2 minutes or so as they came back to tie.
Yeah, I didn't think those possessions were any different than the others. With the zone, it's not something you can script as well as when teams play man-to-man, so shots didn't go down, we wouldn't be having this conversation if they had.
Hey, Coach. Last play of regulation, Andy held the ball obviously draw the clock down with Jake holding the ball at the last shot. What was the play call at that point? What sort of happened at the end of that possession that sort of had it fall apart a little bit?
We looked for a ball screen on the side with Jake and Andy on the weak side. We didn't get off the screen the way we would have liked, and they cut off a couple of lanes that we were hoping for. That's just the way it went.
I'm just talking a little bit more about going into overtime. You know, you guys led for the last 10 minutes or so of regulation, and then they really hunkered down in that overtime period. What were some of the bullet points really that didn't go correctly for you guys in that period?
Absolutely offensive rebounding. They got 17, 19 on the game. I don't know what they got first half, second half. I believe they had 4 in the first half, so we gave up 15 offensive rebounds in the second half, and that just, we ended up having to jimmy some players around a little bit with fouls. That may have hurt our situation on taking care of the defensive glass, but that certainly was a factor.
Coach, I just have a question about your seniors. Obviously, Ben Diamond, he, pretty much halfway to a triple-double just about. This game, probably arguably the best game of his career. And then obviously you have Andy making that shot against Hamilton and just really taking the point guard role to heart and just really helping guide the offense through the tournament. Just what are your thoughts on overall thoughts on Ben Diamond and Andy McNulty and Eccles as well?
I would add Brandon to that, and I would suggest that there's a whole lot more than what you see statistically from Andy hitting a three-point shot and Ben Diamond having a great game tonight. He played 27 minutes in game 1 last weekend and was critical in the win. Brandon has shot extremely well and got us off to a great start in a game at Cabrini a couple weeks ago. But more importantly, I think the leadership that they've extended to a somewhat young team, and young can be new as well. Cam Earl is new to the program. Jake and Heath are both sophomores. So the leadership role that they took on as seniors, I think, is way more profound than playing great minutes or almost having a triple-double or whatever you spoke of. Just a great example of good kids and leading the way.
Andy, you talked a few days ago just about just wanting to keep playing. Since the tough loss to WPI, all you wanted to do was just keep playing. Do you just do you just have any have any closing just remarks about just being a part of the program as a whole?
It's been amazing. It's been a great ride. I'm so thankful for this program, the coaching staff, the athletic department, the alumni. They've been great this whole ride, and they've supported us the whole way, and I couldn't be more thankful to be a part of this program for 4 years. It's been an honor.
Coach, I got a question for you about Cam. He went 0 for 6 from the three-point line in the first half, and then he really turned it on in the second half, and 4 or 5 threes, I think. What difference did you see in him?
He made the shots. Cam Earl is an outstanding three-point shooter, and he did go 0 for 6. He was 0 for 7 in the first half. And I asked him if he wanted me to have him stop shooting, and he said he didn't want to, and I wasn't about to. That didn't bother me at all. I knew he was going to come back, and he had a great second half. He's a great shooter. He's won games for us. He's been a factor in games all year long. Just a bad first half, and that's the way it goes sometimes.
Jake, obviously this is not where you guys wanted to end up when you came into the weekend, but probably a pretty amazing run if you think about it from the beginning of the season. What are your thoughts just on how far you've gotten, what you've done, and then what you're going to take from this moving forward with your 2 years left at Springfield?
Going into the conference, you don't really think about being here. And, we lose that game at home, and we're just kind of praying to be in the tournament, get in the tournament, and then make a run like this. I mean, obviously, we won't be playing a while, but it's been one heck of a run. I love these guys, these seniors. Like, you guys understand how close we are. I don't think there's a lot of teams where you can say I'll run with any guy in the team and I have no problem with it. We literally mean that. So I'm more upset for them, and I'm going to miss them.
To follow up, the defensive game plan for this, it looked like you were trying to shut down Shimonitz, and you guys did a great job at the beginning of the game. Was there any fatigue from the pace of play towards the end? I know the rebounds kind of reversed towards the end, you said. Did you feel anything from just how fast they were playing and physical?
Not exactly. I do think their length bothered us. They did a great job crashing the boards. They got a lot of long rebounds, and I think early on we were out rebounding them. It felt like it, and it just felt like the tables turned, and that literally changed the game. But I mean, I got to make my free throws, and I think Andy feels the same way. He'd say the same thing, and we probably make those. I don't know if we even go to overtime, so it's a tough one.
Coach, Jake talked a little bit about it. A special group this is for you. A lot of alumni, fan support, family and friends make the trip down to Roanoke, Salem this weekend. Just talk about what it means for the birthplace of basketball. You know, history at the birthplace is a rare thing, and for you guys to punch your ticket in your last time here in Salem to the Final Four, how special it was to have that kind of support.
Well, I was hoping I'd have an opportunity to speak to it. Well, I don't know how many people were here. We had the social, I know, at 6 o'clock, and I had some friends there that I played ages, and all the parents and alums and trustees, our president. It was just awesome to have that. I personally had someone here that means a great deal to me. Dr. Ed Billick was an athletic director at Springfield, basketball coach before that. I don't think he liked the way I played very much, but it seemed like it worked out in the end. He was here, and that was awesome. So a mentor was here, as well as all the people that were supporting this team. It was fun. We had a bunch of people. We drove the bus out totally by surprise last Wednesday to head to the airport. I think it was fun for everybody. I think it was nice. It was a great run. We had a lot of fun, but I think we had hope, and I think that we gave a lot of other people a whole lot of joy in the process as well. That's kind of neat. That's something that sport is unique in its way. We feel sour about it right now, but the joy that came from the ride was second to none.
Andy, you talked a little bit before about gratitude, thankful for being a student athlete here at Springfield College, and some of your classmates are here, made the trip to cover you guys. Talk about that legacy you guys have left, that this senior class has left their imprint on this program for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I couldn't be more thankful for our friends, family, athletic department to support us this whole ride. And that's all I wanted to do. This 4 years leave a legacy, and this run was pretty special, and we left our fingerprints, and I hope these young guys take that role, keep it going.
Jake, from a student-athlete perspective, just talk about what that experience was like today, playing in front of a great crowd in the Salem Civic Center on the national stage in just your sophomore year.
It's great. We dream of it. You have your family, your friends up there. We have our president, as you said, and there's a lot of people that you wouldn't even expect to follow us, and that's pretty cool. But I think we learned a lot from the senior class. A year ago, we didn't have a senior class. We had no seniors. So I mean, them leaving and guys are gonna have to step up, take different roles, and I think it's gonna be pretty cool to see how next year goes as well.
Anything else? All right, thank you so much, gentlemen. Congratulations on a great season.